The fog is a place where there aren't clear answers, only difficult choices. Where real leadership begins. It doesn't come with clarity, it comes with courage. And so I'm inviting you to join me on a journey through this fog. I don't know how to get there, but I want you to help. That's leadership. It's influencing others towards a common purpose. Leadership only happens in concert with other people. If nobody's following you, that's not leadership. That's just an adventure. Leadership isn't about knowing the right way. Leadership is about navigating and managing that tension between my right way and being open to other right ways.
It was very insightful for me to be able to put a label on some of the different techniques or mindsets when discussing problems and coming to solutions.
The environment we create is the environment our employees feel. They follow you whether you know it or not. How you show up makes a difference. Look in the mirror. What is it you're doing that's creating that environment? The best leaders recognize that they don't have to be the ones with the answers, they just have to be the ones creating conditions for better answers to emerge. I was blindsided. I didn't see this coming. How did this happen? I thought, in this case, my door was open. I thought I was approachable. I thought I was listening, but they felt something different. The inner fog is what happens between our ears, the assumptions we make that we don't question, the stories we tell ourselves, our ego that blocks and protects us from hearing the feedback we actually need to hear. We need expertise to become the leader, yet it's the same expertise that prevents us from being a good leader.
When we talk about the expert mindset, how you are accelerating versus how you're adapting, and how do you swing between the two?
A lot of vulnerability that people showed up with. A lot of people came out sharing the struggles they've had. How you see yourself gets clearer with each minute that goes into the training. Back at my organization, we'll find it equally helpful.
These fogs, they're not individual events. They connect, they overlap, and collectively, I call it the fog because it never truly goes away. And leadership? Leadership isn't something that's going to steer you away from the fog. In fact, leadership is going to take you into the fog. Fog is simply the environment that's the reality we live in. And until we accept it, we're not going to be very effective at navigating it. If you go back to work and you start changing conversations, meetings, and the way you make decisions, you're not going to change the company, but you'll change the culture around the people you work with. But if I have 30 of you in the same company changing microculture, that shapes macroculture. I don't have leadership mastered, but what I have figured out, what is different today than it was years ago, I notice it faster. I recover quicker. And I ask for help sooner. Because I realize that in the fog, we don't have to take that journey alone.